Hey everybody, my name is Ashley Rush and I'm an independent creative memories advisor located in North Carolina. Today I'm back in my studio with equipment, kind of. So thanks for bearing with me the last couple weeks while I was on vacation and while I was completely unprepared for a live video. That was really fun. Anyways, today I am back with one of my favorite series to create, how to use your scraps. So how do you take a pile of strips of paper and turn them into something useful? I mean, we don't call it scrapbooking for nothing, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I want to see if you guys replicate it on your own. So yeah, enjoy. Alright guys, to get started, you are going to need a pile of scraps. I am using sort of a monotone, monochromatic theme here, so I've used a lot of purple ice scraps, the purple ice totally tonal scraps to be clear. And there's also some sweet summer scraps in here from a couple of the project recipes I did I don't know how long ago. I know specifically I messed up on a couple cuts, so I just kind of came and trimmed those up. I'm not sure how long they are. Maybe 5 to 7 inches. A couple of them are shorter than that. But they range in width from 1/4 of an inch up to 1 inch. So I don't have a plan. I mean, I have an idea, but I don't know how it's going to go. So we're going to see. I am going to start with a piece of white cardstock as my base. Going to kind of move that over. And my plan here to use up these scraps is I'm going to create a border. And I've done a couple borders. Usually I try and keep it nice and straight. This one I'm going to kind of go for like a wavelength, not very curvy, but almost if you were to see like amplification, where you see the bars go up and down, up and down. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. I am literally just pulling scraps. So you can see here, that is clearly different lengths. The trick, I think, is going to be mixing in different tones, darks and lights, different lengths. I'm going to keep the tails on for now and then slowly cheat things over as necessary to get the right width and height. This is definitely going to be one of those things where you're very fluid with how you work. I think I'm kind of working on what I would call pattern first. Just getting something that I like in the general. I need something skinny. I've gotten skinny. Here's a skinny. So I'm working on pattern first. I'm sort of doing two things at once. I'm looking at depth of color, so how dark a strip is. I don't want it next to anything else too dark. Same if it's too light, don't want it next to anything too light. And then I'm also looking at width. I don't want a bunch of 1-inch pieces together. Don't want too many like 1/2-inch pieces together. So it's really just a game of playing. So sometimes it's okay to put the same colors next to each other, or same, not colors, the same widths as we just, play. Oh, I haven't used this one yet. That could be fun. And obviously I started from the middle. That was also very unscientific of me. I just wanted, just a starting point. Sometimes I find it easier to build like, oh, this one could go here or here, as opposed to stacking from the bottom. But right now I'm just kind of looking. I haven't used this piece in a while. And then maybe like cheating these guys up and then starting with a big thick one on the bottom. What about this guy? It's almost too light. Here. don't know, I think that's a pretty strong base so far. Before I choose my final piece, I'm kind of looking over my stack and seeing if there's any paper that sticks out, maybe something I've only used once. Let's see, I've got 2 of the stripes, I've got 2 dots, I've got 2 of these purple, 2 of the checkered. I only have 1 of these guys, but can I flip that? What is on the reverse? Oh, the stripes. Could I cheat this up, maybe? I think I would prefer to have a stronger pattern, then the more white. Scoot everything up. And then come in with this at the bottom. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think it's a fun pattern. It's kind of hard to see what it looks like. Maybe if I pull this out, you can kind of see, you're not distracted by the edge. Now, you could do this one of 2 ways. You can come in now and trim up, or I'm going to cheat. I'm going to start just adhering down, and then I'm going to come back with my scissors or my trimmer after the fact and trim up my edge. It's just going to be easier for me. Repositionable adhesive is going to be your friend here because you'll be able to realign things. If you put it down wrong, you'll be able to adjust the length of your strips as you go. So I'm going to give this a go and start adhering down. Now in my head, I am starting by getting as close to that edge as I can, using it to keep me straight. And then once that's down, I can use the top edge of that strip to align the next piece. At the end, you can see I ended up pulling a little bit of an audible. The strip I'd chosen after I'd stacked everything was a little too short, so I went with a thicker strip at the top. It does hang over. That's going to be fine. I can just trim that off. So now I think I'm going to use a trimmer. Guess what, guys? I still have not unpacked from my week of scrapbooking with the kids, but I have once again stolen my daughter's 12-inch trimmer, so I'm just going to pull this out. If you're wondering, why is it bright blue? This is because this was the birthday, like the anniversary edition. I am just bringing this to the line here. Beautiful. And now I can trim this up. You know, it would probably be easier if I just pulled out my arm, pulled my edge all the way to 12, and then I would know anything left over is meant to be trimmed. Might be easier if I do it this way though. There we go. Can bring my paper, like I said, all the way to the 12. Get that little boogery piece that was caught. Perfection, guys. So pretty. Clear off all of my little scraps. Now I could keep these again and start building another border, or even a freestanding border. Have a little sticky piece there. There we go. Ready for the big reveal once I flip this over. Get all of our little pieces out of the way. Ooh, I really like it. I think it needs some mats though. Just some visualization points. But the question is, this is the Purple Ice Totally Tonal with the Bits of Sweet Summer. Do I go with Purple Ice mats? Or do I go deeper and maybe do eggplant? I think I want to do eggplant, so give me just a second. Alright, so I have cut two 6.5 by 4.5 inch mats. Oh, that pops really well on our page. Brings some of these darker purples without overwhelming it. I love it, love it. Now, let's see, I could even, if I wanted, I could play around with some of these like thinner strips, pull in like a little corner piece maybe. I'm just like fiddling. I don't know. Just, especially if this is going to be a one page, just replicating that piece, even if it's just like 3 little bits. I don't know. How do you guys feel about like a little corner piece? I think it could be fun. Putting one down here, maybe one up there. I'm not going to commit to it just yet until I get pictures down, but I'm definitely going to save these the thin ones. I think it's going to work best with like the 1/4 inch strips. But yeah, I love it. You could also, I mean, if you've got more than 2 pictures, you for sure could overlap. I think you want to be careful. You don't want to lose too much of that jagged edge, I'm gonna call it. So let's see. And just like that. You end up losing some of that, which I hate, but you know, if you've got more pictures to add in, could still be really fun. Alright guys, what did you think of that? I am totally in love. I love the, you know, the jagged edge. It's not so smooth. And what I didn't show you guys is you could really do this any direction, right? You could do it top, bottom, left, right, and it's still gonna work. I want to hear you guys weigh in. What did you think of doing the tiny little strips down in the corner? I really kind of liked it. I think if you did like some tiny strips here, added your photos like we talked about, and then maybe in your title box or near your title, create like something for the title to overlap on strips. I don't know, it's formulating in my head. I can see it and I think it would be super cute, but I want to know what you guys think too. All right, that is it for this one. I've been listening to you guys' requests. I know that you guys want like photo organization and you want power sorts. Also, thanks guys for commenting. I now know how to make ribbons with my wavy trimmer. I was totally stumped and ill-prepared last week and I was doing it live, but I saw your comments. A couple people sent me messages on Facebook, so thank you. Now I know how to do ribbons. And for those who don't know, let's see, I think I have it here. for those who don't know, when you're cutting, you start cutting at the top, you do your wave, and then when you scoot it over, then you move it down, and then you cut from the bottom. Oh, who knew? Obviously you guys and not me. So thank you for your feedback. I always read your comments, even if I'm not able to respond to all of them. I do really try. So if you want to get in contact with me and get a response, the best way is via Facebook or Instagram. The direct messages there. I try and respond to all of my messages. So thank you to the people who've reached out. You can find it at Scrap with Ash. So facebook.com/scrapwithash for Facebook, and then at Scrap with Ash for Instagram. I appreciate all of you who follow me there. It's the best way to keep up with what's going on in my life and what's going on in Creative Memories. If you liked what you saw here in this video, those beautiful purple ice totally tonals, make sure you check out my Creative Memories website. It's a one-stop shop for your scrapbooking needs, and we also just released brand new totally tonals based on some hot summer colors. So I hope you guys take a look at those and you enjoy them. And new this time, there's mats. You can get mats as part of a promo, which I love, because then you don't have to go back and cut mats. You've already got some that are perfectly coordinated to go with your paper. So I love that. All right, I think that's about it for me. I look forward to hearing, I think I was talking to you guys about my video ideas. So you guys were saying that you want organization, how to organize your photos, how to organize and plan your scrapbooks. I've got those in the mix. They're coming. They're just a little bit longer for filming's sake. I'm also thinking of showing you guys like my a scrapbook room tour. Would you guys like that? Or maybe how I organize everything that comes into the house that's going to be in the scrapbook, and sort of like my working order, so to speak. I don't know. It's a thought in progress. If there's any other videos you guys want to see, make sure you leave a comment and I will add it to my list. All right. I think I can end the video now. That's what happens when I don't have like a script to follow and I just start running off at the mouth. I wander and I get distracted. It's like, oh, squirrel. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you at my video next week. Bye.